welcome to Los Angeles. Little bit of a different video this week. It is more chat and shit, I suppose, compared to, we had a nice beefy workout last time. So I didn't manage to get too much footage in any of the sessions this week. I put my hand up, my bad. I need to get better at kind of planning and getting somebody out on the bike and stuff, recording things. So yeah, this week's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to take you through, I guess, my last week of training before coming out to LA and including the travel vlog, and then I'm going to talk through how I mentally prepare for my big races. Running late as always here, even though I live like 1 minute away. But yeah, we have a nice 10k session this morning. Nice group of lads. We have Mihal Power, Darren McElhenney, Kevin McGrath, myself, and then I'm sure there'll be a few others going for a variation but the same pace, 66, 67s. I'm doing a mile and then 8/8s and maybe another mile. Joe's not sure if we want to do too much a week out, but yeah, that's the crack. Better go in, get slagging from the lads for being late, even though I live here. And yeah, let's see how it goes. It was genuinely the best session I've had in this entire block, which is just very relieving a week out. Just like when you're in a 10k training block, your legs are always feeling so heavy and so tired, and this week we dropped mileage by maybe 20%. Dropped the volume by about 20 miles or 15 or 20 miles. And yeah, eventually today was the first day I actually felt the benefit of it. Yeah, I felt one of them sessions where you kind of feel invincible, and it's just very, very pleasing. Going into a week out from a race is exactly when you want it to happen, so that is exciting. Gonna go get a bit of food with boys, hit a few golf balls, physio tonight, short and long run tomorrow, go for 80-90 minutes compared to the usual 2 hours with the lads in Phoenix Park, and then we fly on Monday. So yeah, exciting times. Training block feels like it's over, such a relief. I don't know, I've never talked about it, but I don't exactly love training. Like, you know, I don't get excited to enter a training block, but I get excited by the results that I'll get from it. So yeah, I'm very happy to be at the end of the training block and to roll into this race next week, because that's the part that I love. I love racing, so even though it's going to be a pretty scary one, so gone a bit germaphobe here in travel. I got sick loads of times in when I travelled loads in the early February there. So we have a mask here for 11 hours and the fucking fancy little girly soap. But yeah, looks a bit crazy at this stage, but what is the point in surrendering like your entire life and then getting sick on the week of race because you won't wear a mask, you know? So, easy enough decision.
To the EVA check-in card with your passport for travel document verification. Thank you for flying with EVA.
Here we are, glamorous LA, but there is still palm trees over there somewhere.
Coffee with cream or a latte? A latte?
$6.60 for a flat white. It's tough. I haven't eaten in like 12 hours at this stage. Found a local supermarket about a few hundred metres down the road. Picking up some handy bits because I just have a fridge and microwave in the room. So some porridge, granola, fruit, milk, things like that. It's bright, I might as well show you the actual hotel. There's us, Travel Lodge. It's actually more like a motel. So we needed somewhere as cheap as possible. We ended up deciding to stay close to LAX, the airport, to just because it's near downtown and stuff, so I can do other things when I rent a car. Me and Eve rent a car. So yeah, that's the sitch. It's pretty basic. This is our situation here. A motel up the stairs. Excuse the mess, I've not gotten a chance to unpack. And here we are. Aircon machine kind of stinks a bit. That's it. $55. It's Wednesday of race week here. Just chilling out in the hotel room. It's 5:20 in the evening. I haven't even ran today. So that is on purpose. I'm gonna go do my last prep session around the time that the race is gonna be. The race is at 8 p.m. on Saturday night. So Irish time, that is 4 in the morning or 3 in the morning. So I think it's important to try to get my body ready for that kind of time of day, which has felt fine so far. I feel like I'm pretty much on the right timeline over here. So we'll do a pretty simple session at a local high school track, going down about 2 kilometers. And then we will do like a mile threshold and then 4 800s at 10k pace. That's about it. Alright, job done. Got done the 800s there in like 2:14s, spiked up, so feeling good. It's like a lacrosse match on here. Yeah. Good now. Go for a 3-mile warm down, 5k, whatever. Gotten dark a lot quicker than I expected, so gotta get this done. So I'm going to try not do the usual running influencer chat GPT generated top 10 things to do to mentally prepare for a race. I'm just going to try to give you a few little bits that have helped me, I guess, anecdotally kind of prepare for some of my bigger races. It's something that just comes with practice, I think, but yeah, here we go. It's not a great thing to kind of say the day before a race. At the start of a block, I'd be looking at how consistent you've been, I guess, in other blocks leading into it, and then how consistent you can be during the block. Because I really think that's where you start to see the big jumps, is when you've been consistent and put that back to back to back. Not just weeks, but months. Also is your preparation sessions and workouts. So they're your kind of harder sessions. Like I done my 500s on last week's video. That just kind of lets you, I guess, both physically and mentally prepare that I've ran say 8k at the pace I want to run at, with breaks and all that, but I think that's important to have targeted before a block and say, I'm going to do this session and hopefully tick that off, and you're actually preparing for the goal that you want in the end. You've prepared to train to reach that goal. Thirdly, it's to remember on coming into race week as well that you've never been this fresh. All them sessions, all them workouts have been on full volume. You might have done a workout 2 days before that as well. Whereas on race week, you're coming in fresh, you're tapering, you've absorbed all that work, so you're actually physiologically fitter. And yeah, I think that's just a really important thing to try keep in your head and know. When adrenaline comes on race day, on top of how fresh you are compared to what you were in training, it's all going to come together when it matters. My second big piece of advice is habits. So your habits are kind of formed, I suppose, in your training and your sessions as well. How you prepare for them can teach you how to prepare for a race. So your habits, as in, I do this 2 hours out from a session and that works for me. It's important to keep that in your race. So yeah, having healthy pre-race habits that allows you to compartmentalize your race day. Often what helps me is even just doing a plan out so you're racing at 8 p.m. and you work the whole way back from when you wake up. I would have to done that back a few years ago. I'm a bit more used to it now. So I just have that kind of ingrained what I do. But that can be a really helpful piece of advice to just allow you to kind of overcome the nerves and that kind of overwhelming feeling that races can feel like. It allows you to just tick this. I'm going to eat this for breakfast. I'm going to do this 3 hours out from the race. I'm going to eat this 2 hours out. I'm going to warm up 1 hour out. It just lets you to tick off these little things that therefore then you'll lead and you eventually just get to the start line. It's time to get the job done. It allows you to reach that point in a calm and collected manner. The third big piece of advice to mentally prepare for your big race is to think about or write down, whatever works for you, why you're doing it. All the sacrifices you've made. For me, in this block, it was like one of the big things, and it sounds kind of crazy, but it was the altitude tent. And it just allowed me to feel like I was locked in for the entire block. Tell myself that I'm doing more than I need to. I'm making training harder than I need to. I'm sleeping at 3,000 meters. I'm not recovering as well. Therefore, when I come to race and get out of tent for a few days, I'll feel great. You know, it's as much of a psychological state as it is the physiological benefits. You know, so that's just a piece of anecdotal evidence, but it basically just shows it's that philosophy of leaving no stone unturned. You know, the kind of philosophy I tried to hold for this entire block. I didn't miss a run, I didn't miss a session, I didn't miss a gym session, like whatever it is that makes you feel like you've done everything you can. And then when you get to race day, it's kind of like, right, I've done everything. Now it's just about executing the race, and the race will take care of itself because you've done everything to prepare for it. It's just a nice way of stepping on the line with confidence and knowing that the race is just going to take care of itself because you've been disciplined in every other aspect. So why would it change on race day? I know. Hello.
I'm so excited for Chipotle.
You're going to be in the vlog now.